I've had quite a few subscribers reaching out to me asking me to make another Annabelle video. And to be clear, I was covering a lot of the crazy stuff going on surrounding the haunted, demonic Annabelle doll because Annabelle's handler mysteriously died while on tour with the doll. But since making videos on the topic, I heard from different paranormal experts and psychic mediums, and I don't know how much I believe in all of this stuff, but from what people were telling me, from what experts were telling me, all of the attention that Annabelle is getting right now, all of the attention that this possessed doll or supposedly possessed doll is getting is only making it more powerful. The demonic spirits or energies or whatever attached to this doll are becoming more powerful because more and more people are talking about the doll. We're paying attention to the doll. We're making videos about the doll. There's a new movie coming out. They're taking the doll on tour around America. And we're just giving so much of our energy to this demonic object, and it's becoming more powerful. That's basically how it was explained to me. And even though my videos are mostly me speaking out against this stuff and warning people, not to play around with this stuff, at the same time, me making videos was contributing to the problem. Because I'm bringing attention to Annabelle and I'm giving Annabelle my attention by making these videos. So I stopped making the videos there for a little while, but at the same time, I'm like battling with myself because I feel like there needs to be someone out here, as a voice of reason. And that's what I do on my YouTube channel all the time. The internet, they go wild with all this crazy stuff, and I try to be the voice of reason. And I was trying to be the voice of reason in this situation because, look, I'm interested in the paranormal. I get why it's fascinating, but at the same time, it should be taken seriously, and I don't think Annabelle should be taken all around the world for people to take Instagram photos with and do TikTok videos with, right? I think that if this is really a demonic object that is possessed by these evil spirits and energies, maybe we shouldn't expose people all around the country to this doll. So I feel like it's important to have someone like me out here. It doesn't have to be me, but I don't see many other people doing the job. I feel like it's important to have someone out here kind of warning people. I'm like the guy in the horror movie that you see at the beginning that you think is crazy, but you wish that you listened to in the long run. Like, hey, don't go down that there road. That there road is dangerous. Don't go down that there road. I'm that guy. Like, hey, don't go there if I were you. I wouldn't do this if I were you. That's the guy that I'm basically, that's who I am. That's where I come in. That's my role in all of this Annabelle nonsense that's been going on lately. So I've been kind of battling with myself. I laid off the videos. I don't want to bring too much attention to the situation. But, of course, as you guys know, Matt Rife, he purchased the estate or the home and the museum of Ed and Lorraine Warren, and he's like the temporary owner of this doll. And because of that, a lot of people assumed that the Annabelle doll tour was over. A lot of people maybe had mixed feelings about Matt Rife being a part-time owner of the doll, but they thought at the very least, hey, the doll is back at home, it's contained, it's not spreading its evilness all around the country anymore. Well, that's where people got it wrong. Because it turns out, as I reported to you guys, as I tried to warn you all, the Annabelle doll tour is not over. It's not over. Spooky season is upon us. Halloween is right around the corner. You think they're not going to drag that thing out to make some more money off of it while potentially exposing people to all types of negative demonic energies? They've taken it all around the country. During the summertime, people are standing outside in 100-degree weather to see this doll. You think they ain't going to take it out during the spooky season? You got that chilly weather coming in? That's the perfect time to make money off this doll. So, guess what? They're taking Annabelle right back out of her home, and she's going to be in Maine, I believe, next week. I think next weekend. Yeah, that's right. The Annabelle tour is back on. And as I make this video warning you guys, people are preparing their plans to go see this doll next weekend. And hopefully they don't suffer the same fate as Dan Rivera, her handler, who mysteriously died after doing a show with this doll, exposing this doll to dozens of other people. Let's go ahead and hop into this news article really quickly, but before I do, if you guys support the channel, if you like the videos, make sure to hit that like button. It helps the channel out a lot. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Drop a comment. Become part of the conversation. Do you believe in this type of stuff? Do you think it's all hogwash? Let us know down in the comments below. Also, if you would like to take your support one step further, you can always donate via Cash App or Super Thanks. Who knows? I may need it to escape from demonic forces because I keep on making these videos at your request. But all jokes aside, with that being said, let's go ahead and hop into this article, shall we? Augusta, Maine. The real-life Annabelle doll that inspired the horror movie franchise is scheduled to visit Maine in September. This comes after a popular paranormal investigator died suddenly while on tour with the doll. The Annabelle doll will be at the Maine Paranormal and Horror Convention at Augusta Civic Center on September 6th and 7th. The Augusta Civic Center says the convention is a gathering for lovers of all things supernatural. It will feature celebrity guests, panels, eerie vendors, and immersive experiences. The Annabelle exhibit in Maine will be held just weeks after paranormal investigator Dan Rivera died suddenly while on tour with the doll. Rivera was a senior lead investigator with the New England Society for Psychic Research and was visiting Gettysburg, Pennsylvania in July as part of the Devils on the Run tour featuring the supposedly haunted doll. Today.com reported that Dan died mysteriously alone in his hotel room. So it's kind of weird because they're like advertising this doll while definitely using Dan Rivera's death as kind of like a way to hype this doll up. Because they could just say, hey, the Annabelle doll, it's coming. It's going to be in Maine. You could come to this horror convention and see the Annabelle doll. But they directly tie it into Dan Rivera's death. And this was something that I was talking about in previous videos. That regardless of Dan Rivera's family or any of these other paranormal investigators like it or not, Dan Rivera's death is always going to be tied to Annabelle now. Dan Rivera has become part of the Annabelle legend. And there's no shame in their game. They're basically using his death to hype up the Annabelle doll and sell more tickets. That's what's happening here. And we can have a discussion if that's disgusting, if that's morally acceptable. You can have that discussion in the comments below. I'm not here to comment on that too much. But that is what's happening here, right? Like, we can all agree. Hey, come see the Annabelle doll. By the way, Dan Rivera died 2 weeks ago. He was with the Annabelle doll. Isn't that spooky and scary? Come see it. If it, like, this is the type of stuff for me, I guess, see, this is how you know, like, people's brains just work differently. For me, I see this and I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'm not going to see that doll. Dan Rivera died while on tour with the doll mysteriously. Definitely not going to go see that doll. But for other people, they see it and they're like, oh man, really scary. This is cool. Now we gotta go see Annabelle. Her handler just died. For them, it makes the experience even better. So, unfortunately, Dan Rivera's death has done nothing but like sell more tickets and get Annabelle more attention. And if, I'm not saying I believe in this stuff fully, but if this doll is really possessed and has these spirits and energies attached to her, just think about these spirits now, just gathering all of this energy. Dan Rivera just died. It doesn't, even if his death has nothing to do with Annabelle, these demonic spirits are being accredited with this death. And this thing is just like growing in power. And I'm over here just like, please don't go see the doll. Don't do it. Yeah, so that's what's going on, folks. If you're in Maine, be careful. Because everywhere this doll goes, a series of unfortunate events takes place. Like when the doll was in Louisiana, we had, what happened? There were like major fires, plantations were burning down, major prison breaks. Everywhere the doll goes, crazy stuff happens while the doll is in town. Probably just a coincidence because there's a lot of crazy stuff going on everywhere anyway. But just keep that in mind. And if you do plan on going to see this doll, let us know down in the comments below. Maybe we'll talk to you after you go see the doll. But I would suggest for no one to go do that. But for now, you guys let me know what you think about this update down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.